With that getting said, I'm going to get into a little bit of a style that I'm going to do on Alyssa. I just did this on one of my clients for her wedding. And I think it's a very, very, very easy style that I love to do. It's almost like it's very like Kardashian-esque type of updo. So I'm just going to brush your hair back. I'm going to use my trusty Mason Pearson pocket brush, okay? And I love using, you guys, this Mason Pearson because it's got boar bristles and also synthetic nylon. So that boar bristle is also just is going to be able to smooth it down, but that synthetic nylon is going to be able to catch the hair, okay? So it's a great combination. I love using it. And what I'm going to do, listen, I'm going to turn you around now. And as you can see from what I'm doing is that I'm just brushing it and brushing it to my hand and just seeing the foundation of where I want this ponytail that I'm going to put in sit. And I kind of want it right at the kind of in the mid back of her hair, right where her occipital bone is, basically. As I keep on brushing and I keep on seeing that I don't have any types of bubbles or anything like that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to grab, this is going to be fun, I'm going to turn you back a little bit. I'm going to grab our Keijo brush through hairspray. Now I love working with this type of hairspray because it's a working hairspray, okay? So you can keep on working with it. So you can build a style and create it and then see if you like it and then keep on building it with this hairspray. But then if you don't like it, you can keep on changing it, okay? That's what the great thing about this brush through hairspray is, okay? So I'm going to take the cap off here. And I like where I'm going with this, so I'm just going to lightly use my brush through. Turn you this way a little bit. And keep on brushing. Now, as you can see, it caught all my little flyaways, but I can keep working with it. Take a little bit more. And one little tip, you guys, whenever you're using any type of hairspray, is that you always want to spray down the cuticle, all right? That's going to make sure that you get that nice shine, and then you're going to get all those flyaways away. So I'm spraying it down the cuticle. Now that I have her hair to where I like it, let me look from the front quick. Perfect. I'm going to take my elastic. This is something that I use all the time, you guys. And you can see, I'll give you a little trick on how I use this. So I have my hand right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my elastic with my two fingers, my thumb and my index finger. And I'm just going to go wrap around. And keep wrapping. I think that's good, and now we're going to take, and I'm going to do two loops. One, and I'm going to do one more. Now I want to make sure that this is in here good and tight, so I'm going to do a couple of more. After I do those two loops, now I can just do a single knot. How's that feel, Alyssa? Good? Tight? I know, it's tight, but you know what? I know that it feels good. The thing about Alyssa's hair is she's got enough hair where I don't want it to go anywhere, okay? She's going to wear this all day and night, all right? So I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to cut off then my excess. Just go here, cut, and then cut. And now what I want to do is I want to really make sure that I have that style in there, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tail comb, and watch this. I'm just going to go, and as you can see, there's a little bit of bubbling right here. So I'm just going to go through and then comb down. Comb down, come through, comb down. And the best part about this is, like I said, I used my working hairspray, my brush through. So the thing is that I can still keep on brushing through it where it's not going to then I'm not gonna get that flakiness that you would get from a harder hairspray, okay? So I'm gonna keep on using my brush through. And I'll keep combing till I see everything that I want. And then I'm gonna take my tail comb, you guys, and see how there's a little bit of lift right here. I'm just gonna go through and smooth everything out. Perfect. Okay, now that I see what I like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our lustrous finishing spray. Now this is more of a finishing hairspray, that's why it says lustrous finishing. And now I'm gonna use that everywhere because I like what I see from where I place the ponytail and also how the rest of her hair looks. I'm still gonna use that same trick of going down the cuticle, all right? So making sure that I'm spraying down the cuticle. And take it, now I can really now smooth everything out. You can see that it's got that nice shine. The great part about our lustrous finishing spray is that it's not a wet hairspray, okay? It gives you shine. So there's a difference between having a wet hairspray and then one that gives you a lot of shine. And that's what I love about our lustrous finishing spray. Go through here. Put down all of that. And then the best part is that you guys see this underneath here? I really want to make sure that that looks nice and finished. So I'm just going to brush up with my tail comb and then take my finishing spray and watch this. See how nice and finished that back looks, okay? Now I have a little bit of bubbling right here, but I'm okay with that because I'm actually going to be covering that with the rest of the style that I do. Okay. You see everything, Lucia? Yeah. By the way, Lucia here is the camera woman. She is another one of my lovely coworkers. I'm going to take her around and show, hey, say hi, Lucia. Hi. Yeah. And we're all laughing now. Alyssa, you laughing out there? All right. So, Lucia, I'm going to give it back to you. Okay, watch how I do this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this ponytail into two, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist to the right on both hands. So I'm going to twist to the right, and then I'm going to overlap to the left. Twist to the right, overlap to the left. Twist to the right, overlap to the left. Twist to the right, overlap to the left. Twist to the left, right, and then overlap, and then keep on going. Yeah, you guys heard me say that plenty times, I think. So we're going to get this type of action. And one thing that I've seen now recently is that it's a lot of these ponytails, or I'm sorry, a lot of these updos or these buns are a lot more finished and a lot more polished than what they used to be. We used to, kind of like bubble things out a little bit more and maybe make them really, really big. But I've seen a lot more like polished and finished, especially on women like Kim Kardashian and, like this like kind of more like elevated, what are we calling it? Quiet luxury type of styles, okay? So I'm just going to take my elastic here and finish it off. So like I just said, lots of times in the past, I would come out and through here and I would start pulling and pulling and pulling to make it bigger. But actually, I'm actually going to set it first and then I'm going to pull to see what I want, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wrapping. And as you can see, I'm already getting a really, really awesome shape. Perfect. I see what I like right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this in place. So take my U-pin here, and I'm just going to go through the end of that ponytail, and then I'm going to secure it into her hair. Watch this. I'm going to come back up through here, go down. And Alyssa, if you feel me poking you, you can't say anything because I'm not going to stop until I see blood. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So as you can see now, I've got my bun in place, right? Now I want to start shaping it, okay? Move over a little bit, babe, so I can, there you go. So now I'm going to start shaping it. So one little tip of whenever you're using a hairpin or a U-pin is that you want to actually go in not parallel, yes, you want to go in parallel with the hair instead of the other way, right? So I want to go in parallel with how the hair is laying. What that's going to do then is going to hide that pin very, very easy within the hair. I'm going to go in through here. I see a little bit, so I brought it over here. I need to have a little bit of balance over here, so I'm going to take my pen and start making sure that I get a little bit of movement over there. And then right now, from what I see, is that it's a little bit too oblong on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen and bring that down a little bit. You okay, Alyssa? Yep. Making sure that I have balance. Making sure that I'm not making Alyssa bleed. Is that her? No. Okay, cool. Now I see what I like, all right? I got a little bit of balance here. Now I'm going to start taking things and trying to get even more of a balance. See, if I would have taken her hair and started pulling on it before, then it just would have created this kind of messy bun. But I really want a polished bun. That's looking awesome.
That looks nice.
That looks good? You like that? All right. Get a couple more pins. All my pins are right here. And as you can see, guys, I haven't put like a million pins in her hair. I've only put what I need, okay? Because at the end of the night, she's not going to want to fish out a million pins. All right. I'm actually really loving that. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, you like it? Okay. All right, so now that I have this finished, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I need to like smooth out anything. I always love to take a U-pin and just making sure that I'm going in here, making sure all the hairs are laying down the way that I want them to, okay? So I'm going to go through here now with our KHO Lustrous Finishing Spray because I like everything. I'm all done with it, so I'm just going to go through here and make sure that everything is laying down to how I want it. All right, what do you think?
Looks good.
Looks good? Alyssa, that looks very good. Let's back out a little bit so everybody can see just what it looks like from, yeah, there you go, from the side and the back.
Wow.
That looks good, yes.